There's a remote village in Japan where time seems to stand still. The streets are quiet. The school sits empty. The post office hasn't seen a letter in years. But if you look closer, you'll see figures everywhere, sitting at bus stops, working in fields, attending forgotten meetings. But they're not people. They're scarecrows, more than 350 of them. And they now outnumber the humans, 10 to 1. Welcome to Nagoro, a tiny village tucked into the mountains of Shikoku Island, Japan. Once a thriving farming community, Nagoro has become a symbol of something quietly happening across rural Japan: depopulation. The village, once home to hundreds, now has fewer than 30 living residents. But it has a strange kind of life, thanks to the creativity of one woman. It all started with Ayano Tsukimi, a local woman who returned to Nagoro after years away. She noticed how quiet and empty her village had become. Friends had died. Children had moved to cities. The school had closed. So, she did something unusual. She made a scarecrow in the image of her late father. Then she made another, and another. Soon, she began recreating everyone who had once lived there. The farmer, the school children, the bus driver, even the old woman who used to sit by the stream. Today, Nagoro is home to over 350 scarecrows, all made by hand, dressed in real clothes, and placed exactly where their real-life counterparts once stood. In the school, where the last students left years ago, classrooms are filled with doll students, quietly staring at blackboards. In fields, farmers made of straw and cloth bend toward crops they'll never harvest. Some are posed laughing. Some are waiting. Some look like they're thinking. Each one is a silent tribute to a life once lived. Nagoro's story may sound surreal, but it's not an isolated case. Japan's rural areas are shrinking fast. With one of the world's oldest populations and a declining birth rate, many small villages are slowly vanishing. Young people move to the cities, schools close, and houses fall silent. By 2040, nearly 900 Japanese towns are projected to vanish. And for some, scarecrows will be all that remain. But what Ayano Tsukimi did in Nagoro isn't just strange. It's deeply human. Through her scarecrows, she turned grief into art, loneliness into memory, and silence into presence. These dolls don't just scare birds. They hold space for people who left. They keep stories alive. And maybe, in a way, they keep Nagoro alive too. Nagoro is a village of ghosts, but not in a scary way. It's a village of remembering. What do we do when the people go? How do we honor the quiet places left behind? Maybe the scarecrows are not there to frighten, but to remind that every soul matters, that every life leaves a shape, and that memory is a form of love. If this story touched you, like the video, subscribe for more forgotten places and untold human stories, and share it with someone who still believes in memory. Until next time, keep noticing the quiet things.